G'day guys, I hope you're enjoying this story of Simon's, part 3 now. If you've missed the first two, have a look. They're available on the YouTube channel and on the Facebook page. I just also wanted to quickly say, seeing as you're interested in topics of change and things like that, we are running a crowdfunding campaign right now to raise money to create a TV service where you can generate money for your favourite causes just by watching TV, through ad revenue, subscriptions, etc. It's all explained in the crowdfunding video, and there's also ways that we can connect people with other causes that they might be interested in donating to. They don't have to, but they might be at the exact times where they're the most likely ever to give, which sounds like a bold claim, but it's true, and you'll see why. But it's not going to exist for any of us to enjoy unless people donate. So when you finish watching this, feel free, jump on the notes down below. There's a link, and it would be great if you could go and throw a few coins in the pot if you feel like volunteering and helping out, like the people who are now editing this for me are doing. There's all sorts of jobs that need to be done. Anyway, I'll let you get on with Simon's show.
So one day, out of pure desperation, I went to the corrections office, and I said to my corrections officer, "Look, I really need help to get a job here. I'm struggling. I'm hungry. And I'm really contemplating going back to my old life." And she pulls out this leaflet out of the rubbish bin, and it was Fruit2work advertising for a position.
Yeah, right.
Right, and this position said that if you've got an offending background, we want to give you an opportunity.
Yeah,
right.
Yeah.
She goes, take this home with you, and give them a call and see if they can help you. I said, "Look, I haven't even got a mobile phone. Maybe you can help me ring from here now." Yeah. So she did. Made an appointment, went to the interview. I got the job. Yeah, I started there. 2 days a week. I was delivering fruit and milk. I started at 1:30 in the morning, crazy hours. But I could do my community work. I could do my corrections order. I could fulfill everything, and I was earning a wage. So I could move out of that boarding house. I could move into a shared private rental.
Yeah.
Which meant I could have my kids over.
Yeah.
Which meant I came in a high-vis shirt.
Yeah.
Which, I was delivering fruit into offices where people didn't look at me like a junkie anymore. People looked at me like a delivery man.
Yeah.
I was paying tax, so I felt like a person of the community again.
That's it. It's like the actual, it's I can just, man, listening to you tell that story, I can feel that shift of, that complete loss of identity and loss of, it's a really big thing. Like if anybody's been through any sort of journey where they've kind of lost or felt like disempowered, just to have those little things. Like I imagine when you got that opportunity and you're able to put that shirt on and you're able to make that move into the private residence, like you probably felt like a millionaire, right? Like compared to the average citizen.
Yeah. And remember, I came from that 50-square home with that Mercedes Benz. But even though I had all that, maybe I really didn't even really appreciate it. Yeah. So maybe that was life's lesson to me, because when I moved into that shared house with one other lady, and I got to buy myself my own secondhand TV, and I started buying my own clothes, because I had a job, and I was able to take my daughter out to the pancake parlor for lunch. I was back on my feet. I wasn't blowing money on drugs. I was able to earn that respect back from my kids. I was able to get my teeth fixed after the police kindly kicked them out of my mouth. So, so I didn't have to cover my mouth when I smiled anymore. Yeah. I got an identity back.
Yeah.
And right. So my confidence started to build, and then I started to see guys and girls start working with me that had the same or going through the same problems that I were.
Yeah.
And I found that I could connect with them. Yeah. So Fruit2work started growing, and it started growing at a rapid rate.
Awesome.
This little social enterprise was becoming well known for helping ex-offenders.
That's great.
There was somebody doing something in this very large space. There's nobody really out there helping ex-offenders.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know, you do a crime or you do something wrong. Should you pay for that for the rest of your life? You know, or should you be given should you be given an opportunity or a chance to change?
Definitely.
You know, it's all up to you. If you want that chance, take it. You don't want it, you don't have to take it. No one's forcing you.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I started there. 2 days a week. I worked my way up to from picking and packing fruit and delivering fruit to a team leader. I had 4 or 5 guys and girls working with me. And then after 12 months, I worked my way up to the operations manager.
Awesome.
So today I run the operations for Fruit2work. I've just got a book out called Breaking Good.
Yes.
It's all about my life story in detail. Quite a detailed story about the highs and the lows.
Yeah.
And all about the addiction and about hope.
Yeah.
And you know, there's many stories along the way about guys and girls' lives that I've been involved with, that I've helped now.
That's great.
You know, Fruit2work has given me the power or has helped me give the opportunity to many people just like me.
That's so good.
You know?
Yeah.
You know, I see guys who start with us who might have spent the last 5 Christmases in jail, and this year or last year we had a Christmas party at work. I dressed up as Santa. You know, they brought their kids to work. They had lay-bys which they were paying off for months. It's the first time they'd bought their kids presents in years.
Yeah.
Because they were either being in jail or spending money on drugs.
Yeah.
You
That's
know?
so good. It's just so yeah, it's awesome. Such a good story. Man, I'm pumped. I'm pumped to get this book now. Man, everybody and anybody who's here, and we've got some great people here in the chat. You know, Varna, Donato. These are some people I've been getting to know. I think I mentioned briefly on the phone, but because I saw Coach Jay on Gary V. Tea with Gary V, and Coach he's got a really good heart. You know, he wants to do good things over there in Canada, and he's just been going live and all these people on the other side of the world. You know, like I've just started to get to know, and it's just a really good supportive community. So, and there's some other names in here, some people I spotted earlier that I haven't spoken to before, but I'm glad you're here. Latina mummies I know, plant trainers. But yeah, look, all these guys, you know, they'll definitely be checking out. I think Ashley might be here, and she's really the champion of finding links. What's the best place for people to go to buy the book? What's the best way to go there?
Booktopia is the best. Booktopia.
Booktopia.com.au?
Yeah, that's correct. Yep.
Okay, and Breaking Good.
And that's correct.
All right, good. Awesome, mate. That's so good. Yeah, keep going.
I just want to add. So let's keep on about the social enterprise and the beauty of social enterprise, because when I joined social enterprise, I never knew a thing about social enterprise.
Yeah.
You know, I'd heard the words before. I never knew what social enterprise was, but my boss Rob Brown bought Fruit2work, and I often wonder, for the amount of work that goes into it, why did he do that? Why did he outlay so much money for no reward? Because every dollar that Fruit2work makes goes into nobody's pocket.
Yeah.
Every dollar that Fruit2work makes goes back into either buying another van for us to deliver more fruit in and milk in, to give someone else more employment, to make a chance for somebody else.
Yeah, so good.
So no one's making money at the end by delivering fruit and milk, which is a necessary service.
Yeah.
We are giving people a second chance at life, changing lives.
Yeah.
Just like my
changing lives, stopping people going back into jail, helping people restore their families. It's just Yeah, it's so good. It's so important. Like it makes my mind boggle in some ways, really. Like, and I know Australia is not as bad as America. I mean, but still, you know, if almost 50% of people are going back to jail, and you can, it's just, you listen to this sort of story, you hear about the kind of situation that people find themselves in. You really put yourself in those shoes, and you can see how people, particularly if like they're like, shit, where do I go? What do I do? And they know that they've got some sort of like mate, you know, like, you know, someone they used to call a mate, but it's probably going to just get them hooked up back into the drug scene straight away. Might take them in for a night or two, you know. Well, then they're there for the night, and you know, anybody who's taken drugs, whether they've gotten heavily addicted or not, you know, is going to be tempted. You know, I've tried ice and you know, done quite a few other things in my time, but like luckily for me, for whatever reason, it didn't grab me. But I have heard stories of people who've just gotten hooked, just bang on that one go. Like, yeah. So I'm super grateful that didn't become the situation for me, but I can easily see how. I can just see how it could happen. And also, like, in the situation, the story of your back and all those drugs, like, so many people, like myself, end up in a situation where, you know, they might have been given a medication that was legit, you know, for their circumstances, but then they end up, you know, taking it the wrong way. Like, you know, and unfortunately for me, like, I kind of was like, well, I can get on the internet, you know, find these forums. People talk about, oh, okay, you know, they come up with ways to try and stop you being able to use oxycodone. But there's ways around it, you know, so you can find out. It's amazing how much you can learn. Really, it's ridiculous, and it also shows. It's just another testimony, really, to you can learn way more than you think you can, because, you know, you go find like the average junkie or whatever. They're almost like a bloody what do you call it? Like a chemistry, you know, expert, because they figured out how to like different muck around with shit so they can get what they need out of it. Yeah.
I grew up on a farm.
Yeah.
Right. I knew nothing about the underworld. I know a hell of a lot now, and I learned the hard way.
Yeah.
You know, I grew up very innocent to all that. You know, when my mates were going out to nightclubs, I was training. You know, I trained for 9 years, 7 days a week. Never went to, you know, I was innocent to all that sort of stuff. But wow, it doesn't take you long to learn that lifestyle, and you can learn the hard way. And it's amazing how deceptive people are in that world, and the trickery, and how desperate they are. It's actually quite sad.
Yeah.
Because a lot of them are really good people, but very lost.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, lost and desperate.